So so I think that she is Kim Kardashian. I think that Kim Kardashian is the reason why I say she's a baddie is because she's got a job. She makes millions of dollars. She's doing the law school thing. You know what I'm saying? And you think that people may think that I'm just judging her based on her appearance.
Yeah. So the other day when you were like saying a baddie like Kim Kardashian, there's like my initial feeling is that you're talking about her overall appearance, right? Like
I'm letting you go.
And that I feel like is what puts all the pressure on most females, because most guys will say that, but they mean it towards her looks, even though you're saying that it's about all the stuff that she has aside from her looks. But people like mess their bodies up to try to resemble her as much as they can. And
for
she's
sure.
all purchased also. You know what I mean? Like, so
right.
It's very hard for people to, people like to compare themselves to celebrities and people that get a lot of attention,
No, and I think you're 100% right. But I think at the same time, like, if you want to know what I think about a woman, all you gotta do is ask me. Especially like,
no, but
if you felt like it's because of her appearance.
No, it's good to get that to like tell why you think someone is a baddie.
Right, for sure. And thank you, Diana Ann. Welcome to the Rel8table Podcast. We were not wasting no good topics. What's up, y'all? Diana Ann, good to see you. Thank you. She says we're our favorite two people. I am Vince Serrano, and I'm with the lovely. And we are so glad that you guys joined us today. Guys, we have a great show. I feel like it's a good conversation that we're gonna have today. I'm motivated, baby. What about you?
Pretty motivated.
Right. I feel like
highly motivated.
Highly motivated today, y'all. And thank you guys for joining us. I feel like the shows are getting better and better.
Hey, Gustavo's here.
Gustavo, what's up, yo? What's up, yo? Hey, Gustavo got the stream with Gus. Say, hey, Jenny, what's up, Vince? Man, look, man, I am happy that you guys joined the show, man. I definitely want to talk about some things. And I think today's a meaningful day for to talk about this, with all the things that are going on in today's world, right? Like, there's people out there that are, today may be their last day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're time crazy, right, babe?
Yes.
Like,
for sure.
How
are freaking crazy.
Like 2020,
like we freaking caught COVID.
Yeah, like
you know why we caught it? Because we didn't take it that serious.
Right.
We did at first, right? But in time, another freaking.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
We started being careless about it, and then look at what happened.
And we so 2020 has been a roller coaster, right? I want to be real with you though, right? And we're gonna put these comments. What has 2020 been for you, and what motivates you? And
guys, make sure if you're on both of our feeds that you guys are following DMP Network so that we can get your comment up on our screen, so we don't have to keep looking off at our phones. Absolutely.
Frazier, right, says what motivates me getting up every day in the morning is to do better for myself and my brothers and sisters, because I had a horrible past and not a good childhood. So I grind hard every day like it's my last to give my brother and sisters something we never had. Yo, my man Frazier.
Awesome. Perfectly said.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's like, you felt that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I felt that. I when I sit back, Frazier, my man said, what motivates him is getting up every day in the morning. That's huge. Because some people may not get up.
Some people are waking up in the afternoon, which is
right.
Each their own, But.
Yeah, right. But some people are not getting up.
Oh, true.
And if they are, some people are getting up in a hospital right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, he says getting up in the morning to do better for himself. Not just himself, though. This is the big part, right? when it's hard for Frazier, other people that help him go further, his brother and sisters, because he had a horrible past and not a good childhood, so he knows.
And that's the most important thing, is because you had a horrible childhood or whatever it was, right? Yeah, you had a horrible childhood. Some people can
a horrible past and not a good childhood.
Okay.
So he made some mistakes.
Right, and it happens. But what you do with that is the most important thing. So some people let their past control their future, but if you can, overcome all the stuff that you've been through, it makes you a stronger person and makes people around you look at you differently, right?
Right, and then he talks about okay, so that's his why. Himself, his brother, and his sisters, because he made some mistakes and he wants to go hard every day like it's his last day, because it could very well be his last day, to give not just him, right? It doesn't say him. It says his brothers and his sisters something they've never had.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's amazing.
That is powerful, man. Frazier, I really, when I listen to that, man, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what you have an opportunity every day to go do that. And the fact that you do it for not just you, but other people, because it inspires them. Like, you gotta respect that,
yeah, Absolutely. On my side, I have Andrew. He says, getting up every day to face whatever you're going through is half the battle.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Abba says, good night, all. Yo, Vince, we good? Abba, my dog, Abba, of course we good, bro. We great. No, good is good. Yeah, good is the enemy of great, bro. We great. Abba, I'm glad to have you on the show, bro. Thank you, man. Joel Martinez says, I feel like music is. I haven't had any roadblocks, and normally when you do, it means you're not going in the right direction. That's my thought.
Or maybe it's to kind of steer you in a different direction, right?
Right. So, yeah,
troubleshoot.
Yeah, like sometimes, I'm going to be real with you. I never learned anything when everything was going great. I ain't learned nothing. And Joel, if you're not having any roadblocks, keep going. Keep going. Because that's great. Something's working. You know what I'm saying? But when it gets hard, don't give up, because those roadblocks teach you to get to the next level. And it helps you get smarter, So I think that's a good thing. Streaming said, Gus, Streaming with Gus says, I know what you mean. My grandfather died. He had surgery and corona, but the thing that motivates me is that death. So I can get life no matter whether it's good or bad. He can understand. He can get live no matter what's good or bad, because his grandfather died. That's a life.
Absolutely.
And that's happening all across the world right now. And it's one of those things where it's a relevant topic. Like, babe, you said it. We got corona.
Thankfully,
everybody was okay.
Everybody's okay. We're all pretty strong, active people, right?
Thank goodness. It is an open opportunity, and even in Corona, Mr. Corona, life does not stop. Right?
What is your why?
My why is for the many people who depend on me to be at my best every day, which is very hard to do. It's extremely hard to do. I'm not my best every single day, but to still give it my all and don't quit. Yeah. Keep coming back every day, because when you do come back for more every other day and you do hit roadblocks, you bust right through them motherfuckers sometimes. Mm-hmm. And every roadblock that I've hit in my life, guys, I want you guys to know something. Babe, I'm about to go start, right? Every roadblock that I've hit in my life has hurt. That shit does not feel good. It is the same pain over and over. But to get up and come back at it the very next day and not let that stop you, there's another feeling in that.
Absolutely. How many times people quit right before they're about to get something really great? And it's just like life's test to see how strong you are and how you handle it. You know? It is amazing.
It is.
People don't realize if they would have just stuck it out just a little bit longer, they would have been able to see all the fruits of their labor, right?
The blessings that are about to stop. But instead, you quit on yourself. And the hard work that you put in, because everybody puts in a certain amount of work. It takes just the same amount of work to be lazy than it does to be productive. Because it's all measured in time, right, baby? Like, it's all measured in time. So if you gonna spend your 8 hours being lazy, right? That's 8 hours of laziness.
Yeah.
But if you spend your 8 hours...
That's the easiest thing to do is be lazy.
I'm not gonna get up. Man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Before I go on, you know, babe. Frazier said 2020.
Listening to you all day today.
2020. Yeah, you have been, and I've been tooting my horn, and I've been struggling too. I have been struggling, you know, and I feel like, you know, we're gonna read Frazier's comment, and then we're gonna talk about it. 2020 is a bad year, but to be honest, for me, it's been a good year, despite what's going on around the world. But for me, 2020 is a good year for me.
I mean, we agree because we always talk about it. We always talk about it like it's weird. It's just a weird year because you're expected to have a bad year because of all the craziness. But we've actually seen better results in business and flying.
Because we ain't let this shit define us.
As soon as COVID hit, everyone's quarantining and just basically kind of giving up on life.
Stuck.
For however long everyone did. But we were able to, yes, we also did that for a couple weeks.
We took a month off.
Like, no.
We took a month off.
Yeah, we're like, we got to get something going.
I want to be prepared because, you know, we still, we recently caught COVID.
Right.
We recently caught COVID. So we kind of eased up just a little, maybe a little bit too fast.
Yeah. During the wrong time, right? Because that's when I was spiking out here, is when we started easing up.
And we eased up, and I
think it was because we didn't really, I didn't really know anyone personally that had even gotten it. So it was kind of like, you hear often that the numbers are skewed and stuff. So it's kind of like, what do you believe anymore? But we definitely
caught it. We caught it. Okay, and I'm going to tell you, like, you know, we're going to read this. Streaming with Gus said, I might have corona because my brother had corona. And he came to my house and we touched. And I might have it. Listen, bro, Gus.
You probably got it.
Yo, act like you got it.
Yeah, for sure.
Act like you got it, bro. And don't play no games, bro. Because, you know, I'm gonna definitely talk about this. Like, I had a little cough. Mind you, we didn't have nothing 2 weeks ago.
Right, but I think it's been like 2 weeks, right?
It's been like a little bit over. It's been like 17 days.
Okay, that's good. I'm just trying to calculate. So
it's been 17 days.
Basically okay or not.
It's been 17 days. But in the last 7 days, I haven't felt anything. You've been good?
Been great.
Which is awesome.
That's why I'm drinking again.
Right, and I'm still staying safe. But I want you to understand something. Before that, we didn't have nothing. We were going. We were for the first month. We paused. We stood in the house for 44 days.
We wouldn't even go check the mail.
Right.
Like, we were just completely not even letting anyone in, not leaving the house.
44 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I
think most people do that and then feel like you did your part, right? On calming, keeping the cases calm, and then it's like something inside of you were like, you need to get out. You know, like
I can't do this shit no more.
You can't do it anymore, right?
I gotta, like, people are outside. I gotta vibe. Like, we got it. It's okay, babe. We ain't gonna be blown.
And it's monkey see, monkey do, because it's like, oh, they're all getting together. Heck yeah, we're gonna go do it too. Forget what everyone else has been. Like, we're all gonna get together. So
we ended up grabbing it. But before that, babe, while we were in the house for 44 days, we did not do anything except for the first 30 days, we took it off. The next, like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we went in at work. Like, we were very, very productive. Mm-hmm. We started running the mile.
Yeah.
We started exercising. I ran a mile for the first time in a long time. Business started picking up because we weren't letting COVID affect us. Mm-hmm. We did better.
I feel like I had never worked as hard in my life, other than the times that COVID hit.
Right.
Sure.
And do you feel like the internet's going to pause for a second, guys? Because I want to make sure we got. We back? Good. We back. Cool. So this is the situation, right? Was it rewarding?
Yes.
That you worked that hard?
For sure. I got more pay because I put in more work. I was doing the job of a couple different people, right? Because when I first came in, there was a couple people in our back office, right? And then we don't have them anymore. So I had to take care of everyone's jobs.
You had to learn on the job, and it was hard, and it wasn't easy. But you're better than you are today than you were when we first started, right?
Yeah.
Because you didn't have, like, you had an idea and you were working, but you weren't leaned on like you were leaned on during COVID. Like the beginning of it.
What do you mean?
Like, you weren't really leaned on like that. Like, we leaned on you during that time, right? Because we ended up downsizing.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to make sure that we brought you up to speed. Mm-hmm. Let's see what they say real quick before we go. So Frazier says, it's hard to do. I don't wake up feeling great every morning, but you got to have that mindset that you got to do.
You might not feel great, but just don't even think about it, right? It's like, it's easier said than done, but you can just kind of just shut it off. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to get out of bed right now. Just do it. And then you'll be thankful that you did, right? Which is something that we need our own advice, because it used to be like that.
Well, I think we got COVID.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah, but I feel like, ever since, like, the kids had to start going to homeschool, like, before, when they were actually going to the brick and mortar, like, we would wake up, go take them, and then continue our day. So that was starting at 7 in the morning, so we would be getting up out of bed at 6 in the morning. But now we've kind of pushed that out until like 8:30, 9 o'clock, which is not ideal because we really need to get our days started.
It is. And
productive.
And my body, sometimes I'm still up. I am sometimes up at 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I have a schedule that at least by 9 o'clock, I'm up. I work basically from 9 to 9. 9 to 9.
I mean, same.
Right. And that's what you do too, because it is what it is. We are not like regular people.
We can never be like, I'm off the clock. You can't bother me. That doesn't exist anymore. Oh, my old job, yeah, for sure. We would all be very, serious about that work-life balance. We are not working outside of our hours, but that doesn't exist anymore. Because the work we put in is what
you get that right. The lights on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it helps keep other people's lights on too. So that's the most rewarding part in all of it, because it's not just us that we're helping. It's a lot of different families. So.
Yo, I be trying to explain to people that. And babe, you understand it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I for sure
I always
know.
understood it, you know.
Right, but like,
and that's why I enjoy working with this company, because I'd rather help our, you know, like, business grow than another company that's just corporate.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Abbott says, too often we make people or specific persons our entire purpose. Problem here is that when they're gone, purpose is lost.
Absolutely.
To be self-actualized sometimes requires one to be selfish.
I completely agree with that.
Could you break that down a little bit? Like,
what I interpret from that
Yeah.
is, let's say you're in a relationship, right?
right,
And you kind of make them your world, right?
right,
You make them your world, which a lot of us are guilty of doing, right?
For
I've
sure.
done it, you know.
for
And
sure.
then when you actually, if you split up, then you're left feeling lost, because, you know, you may have, because you gave the other person your world, like, you did all the things that they wanted to do all the time. You did all their interests were your interests, you know?
Right.
And so you don't have your own self-identity.
Yo,
You know.
preach. So when he says problem here is that
So
when they're
you have-
gone.
So to be self-actualized sometimes requires one to be selfish, meaning, like, you have to kind of work on you, do things that you want to do, even if
That
it's
makes you happy.
Yeah, exactly. It makes you happy, which is what I want. I was just talking to my brother-in-law a couple weeks ago about that, actually. I was like, I'm gonna start training somebody else. And in that, I'm going to give myself some more time so I can focus on things that I actually want to do. Things that actually make me happy at the end of the day. You know? Because right now is what I do. Like, what he just said is basically what I do with you.
Right.
Like, it's your business, so I dedicate all my entire day.
Right, but you don't have to dedicate your life.
Right, but I will do it because I know that it's going to help our lives, it's going to help our family, and all the other stuff. But, like, and because I want to, I love knowing that the work that I'm putting in is creating all extra jobs for people and stuff. So naturally, and that's how I naturally am also, is I'm going to give my person that I'm with at my entire all. But I know that I need to separate myself and have that me time.
Yes.
And focus on things that I enjoy doing.
Exactly.
Like, what are things that I enjoy doing? Like,
creating stuff,
like,
hey y'all, just want you, like, these are little things. I know. look at this shit. Like, yo, I don't know if you've seen this, but, like, yo, my girl Vince Serrano, right? If you do this joint and you do it the right way, you hit this barcode and it goes to the song. What's the lady's name? What's the gift?
Four Monsters Crafts, right? Four Monster Crafts.
You did that. We need to get a frame for this.
But exactly, like, I just like to, I forgot, there's a couple of stuff that I would like to start getting into. Stuff that I will only do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like
I've always wanted to, like, get better with speaking Spanish. So I want to take time to where I take my own lessons outside of being at home.
Right.
You know, like, and go and get that better, because that means a lot to me, you know?
So how do you do that?
So right now I am working on training somebody.
Right.
So that they can take the later part of the day, and then I can always go do the night classes. But I want to make sure that he's in a good position right now, so where if I'm in a class, I can focus solely on that class and not have to worry about going in and taking care of it taking care of whatever project.
You want to be able to trust that he can do the job.
Exactly. While I step away, if it's for an hour or two.
Which
there's other things too, you know.
Right, like what, and that's the thing, babe. That's what I totally understand. By you creating another job, by you creating an opportunity for somebody, right, that is successful, that in turn frees up your time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take it a little bit further though, and I think this is the biggest thing too, right? How long did it take you to actually know how to do the job before you could teach somebody?
A couple months.
Well, I don't know. How long has it been before you first tried?
Well, I started in November.
So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and July. Because we're in August right now.
Yeah.
You know, that is huge. You know, that is one of the things that we got to see. I'm going to read something. Let's see. So Abba says, being lazy is easy for someone accustomed to the lifestyle. It is extremely difficult for someone accustomed to productivity. This is the realest thing, you know? Being lazy is easy for someone accustomed to the lifestyle. It's extremely difficult for someone accustomed to productivity. So basically what Abba's saying, being lazy is easy somebody who's used to being lazy.
Right.
It's extremely difficult for someone
Exactly. And that's why
who's not lazy or who doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't work with our life because it doesn't make sense. Like so we were catching ourselves a couple days just sitting at home watching TV, right? And then it starts getting like this doesn't feel right.
We get unhappy.
And then we're not happy because we need to be actively doing stuff, knowing that every day we are using to make our futures better. Right.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like to be able to step up and be able to be like, I am not happy when that happens. You know, I'm not happy when I'm not doing something. I'm not happy when I'm the worst person when I am lazy. You know, like I do not feel good. I feel sick. I feel, you know,
like just
stuck.
You want to make yourself. You want to be happy internally. So,
Gus, Abba says, Gus, younger persons may be carriers even if they are asymptomatic. You should get tested to know the next course of action. Absolutely. Frazier says, I'm glad y'all feeling well and blessed. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
I appreciate that so much, man.
I'm so glad too, because it is super scary to even think about the idea of possibly having it, you know, but then to actually really know that you have it was like.
That was tough. It was definitely a tough emotional time. Frazier said, I got a question. Are y'all going to let your kids go back to school with this Rona going around?
That is a good question. And I think that's caused a lot of controversy with everybody, but I am totally like, whatever you decide to do with your children, like, you know what's best or what you're able to do. So we work from home, so I can keep my kids home. I'm going to keep them home. They're going to do e-learning. I'm going to keep them home. I do know a lot of people that are sending their kids to school. Well, they have to basically, they have no other choice but to, unfortunately, right? People have to go to actual physical locations for their work. Thankfully, we're able to have them stay home here. We already tried it out at the end of the school year and we started having a flow and it worked out. So I trust that we can continue doing that when school starts. And then hopefully by second semester, things will change and they'll be able to go back.
Yeah,
providing the cases go down.
We have a new, we've created a lifestyle where we're able to literally, like, we work, but we work remotely. So we have responsibilities, we have ties to them, and then we're able to scale them out so that we can offer opportunities to other people. And then I think that'll be, because that requires time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that requires time because you have to make sure that our children are actually doing the schoolwork.
Yes.
That's hard to do, period.
It is tough, but thankfully we all kind of got our feet wet towards the end of the year. So It's not going to be like we're just going into a blindfold because I'm not a teacher. And I know that the choice that we picked, I think we don't really know how it's going to turn out. But I know that they're going to have their online teachers to kind of guide them throughout their day. So
yeah, for sure. So we've got a lifestyle that we're able to do that. We're going to work and do it as best as we can.
If it don't work out, then I'm gonna see about sending them back.
Hey,
sending them back to school.
How are your kids doing?
We'll see.
Okay?
I don't know. We'll
Abba says XCVI, just do it. You got a Nike deal? I think that's what that means. Streaming with Gustavo says Dak's new song relates to 2020 for sure. We're gonna check that out. Dak's new song. Abba says, Jen, one of the best ways to learn a language is conversation. If you can get your hands on a fluent Spanish speaker, regular conversations may help.
Right, and I used to be around constant Spanish language speakers, but I just throughout the years, I just kind of started letting it go, and I think that's my bad. I had the opportunity to basically get better and stuff at it, and I feel like I used to be way better at it, and then I just kind of started getting lazy with it. I feel like, but I wasn't just I know most of the words. It's just a matter of having someone one-on-one with me, because I know that they'll hold me accountable, and I need that.
That's dope, baby. Your hair looks great, by the way.
It does.
Your hair is looking fire right now, girl. I'm looking at you like, damn, she's sexy. You are looking awesome. I want you to know that, okay?
You are too, babe. I like the little curl you had, but I'm glad you put it away.
I'm sharp like Razor Ramon, y'all. Daisy. Daisy said,
hi, Daisy.
Hey. She said, adding to what Abba said, I agree. And I think sometimes it's hard to think about yourself, especially when you're the person that you're always giving. And Jen, I think to learn Spanish is just practice it within. Because I think if you actually have Spanish class, it may be like the perfect Spanish that no one speaks.
Right. And I've looked into like different types of tutors and stuff, or like they seem like they have good reviews. So if it's someone that can come to my house too, like that'd be great.
For sure. But we gotta get
there's all different kinds of Spanish
we gotta check your
styles, right?
I am not to be honest with you, babe, I'd like to give my opinion on that just a little bit. Is that okay?
Sure.
I think you should do what you think, like you said, the accountability thing. Because if you it's good to learn when they say it's the perfect Spanish that no one speaks, that is true, but I will say it teaches you the fundamentals of why you say it, so that if you practice those fundamentals, like you at least know how to defend yourself and you're not embarrassed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I hope everybody knows, I didn't learn Spanish till I was 16. Like for real, like 14, I got my first dose of like, you need to learn this shit, because that's when I went to Dominican Republic. And they don't speak English in DR. Like when he's talking about get your hands on an affluent Spanish speaker, that is trial by fire. Okay? And I used to go off on my Spanish teachers in high school, in elementary school. That's not how you say it. That's not how we say it at the house. It's not Elia. It's ella. Right? I got a DR. I ain't no Spanish. I had to learn Spanish. And my brothers and sisters, only one sister knew English. So you want to communicate with Spanish speakers. I am grateful for, listen, whatever Miss Spanish teacher, you went to Swift Junior High School. I gave you hell. I know my mom came to the office. We came and we talked, and you talked about me and said that I'm blatantly saying in class that that's not how you say it. I am sorry. And I don't remember your name, but thank you. Because when I went to DR, that was when that shit had to kick in, because I didn't know what I was saying. And that fundamental Spanish.
It's so important to me for my kids to know it. Like we've even talked about in the past, like suggesting for them to go to their family's home in Honduras to kind of stay with them for a couple months to to kind of throw them in there.
Right.
But I do feel like they all know enough English where they probably would still speak English to them. You know what I mean?
To who?
To the boys.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
you know
for sure.
Like,
yeah, that happens.
Because it would be a struggle for them to understand it completely, right?
For sure. Let's see. So, Frazier said, "I wish I was sponsored by Nike." Shit. He said, "Abba is right on that. My tios and tias taught me well." That's awesome. Daisy said, "I'll be your Spanish teacher. Mexican Spanish. Hey, way, essay.
Where were you?
Orale, way.
Daisy.
Orale, way. Hey, we already know, Daisy. I'm out there.
I actually would probably relate to that more than anything. Because I've heard it like Mexican Spanish. Like, I feel like I've listened to that more than anything.
Yep. Frazier says, same here, bro. I was 17. Life puts you in a Spanish-speaking country for some reason. Even if it's to visit.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me the first time. We went to a resort and that was my haven. It's like, thank goodness. I didn't learn much, but I started getting the confidence to want to get by. When I went there and we didn't go to the resorts though, that's when I learned for real, for real. That's when I learned for real. Try getting, my dad had a maid in his house. Her name was Julie. She for sure did not know no English. She cooked in the house. So imagine telling her, you don't like onions, but you don't know how to say it.
Well, the good thing is now we have internet, right? So if anyone didn't know how to say it,
translate.
That would be like, I feel like if I had that.
Yo, you would learn Spanish. You would be like, no, que yo no quiero cebolla, no. Julie, hey, espérate. ¿Te lo va a meter cebolla? No, para mí no. Y mangú también. Es mangú y salami. Ok, espérate. You would adapt. Daisy said, do you want to read it?
Daisy said, because it's a paragraph. Daisy said, at the same time, you're right, Vince. I mean, maybe it will help her. I just know I tried Spanish in high school and I had to get out because of it. I would get confused with what I already knew. But honestly, I didn't even know how to read or write in Spanish until a few years ago when I started going to Mexico every year. Yeah. And I'm not perfect at it, but I can definitely hold a conversation. So Vince, does that mean you don't speak Spanish a lot? Maybe you can help with the wifey. Well, it's actually funny because my ex-mother-in-law, I would help her a lot.
Translate, right?
No, like write in Spanish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she would come to me and ask me how to spell something in Spanish. And so she would kind of read out what she was writing to me, because she'd write letters to people, whatever. And she would come to me and ask me for help. You know what I mean?
Oh, because she may not have had an education, right?
Yeah, right.
My grandmother, I think she dropped out of school when she was like 17. And sometimes she needs help writing some stuff. But she knows a lot, don't get me wrong, but she wants to make sure she's spelling shit right.
Yeah, right.
I love you, mama. I love you, girl. You my girl. And I used to know that in high school. I'd be like, oh, make sure I get it, you know? I do speak Spanish. Abba says, is there a difference between Spanish styles of different Spanish-speaking countries?
Absolutely.
Or are the fundamentals the same? So the fundamentals are the same, Abba. But it's exactly the same way that you speak English in New York or New England, and then you speak English in the South. The accent is definitely different. The words and the slang is definitely different.
Totally. How about in English, right? Like, we used to live in New York, and when we moved back down to Tampa, people would be like, they would say y'all, and we were like, y'all. I'm like, I would never say that. I know. Never. I'm like, I couldn't even get comfortable with saying that. But then when I was living out here a little longer, and then I'm like, I would start dipping into saying it. Y'all can go do that. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. And I started getting accustomed to their style out here.
Right.
That's funny.
So that's one point. And then Jen, I feel like you were gonna make the next point as well, which is great. How about English in England?
What?
English in England or in Great Britain or in Ireland, they speak English, but it is for sure with a much different accent.
Oh, yeah.
And even some of the words, because it's a different country, means something different.
Yeah.
So something in Dominican means something different in Mexican or Puerto Rican.
True.
Does that make sense? Did
Yeah.
that put that off? So there's different.
Like we talked about it the other day. Ahorita.
Ahorita, yeah,
Right?
ahorita.
And so I was reading it, and it's like that picture of Steve Harvey.
Medium.
He's like, oh, when they asked what does ahorita mean in your language, and he's like looking like confused, and I'm like, what are they so confused about? It means right now, because I was around a lot of Central American people, and that was what that meant.
And in DR, that
like,
means
that's funny because that means later.
Later in DR.
So to me, I was like,
so there was one quote picture that said "see," like yeah. And I used to have that. I actually learned that with a kid that I taught how to sell solar, but he was from he's from Ecuador. So he's Central American. So I'd be like, and he didn't know English at the time like that. He was practicing and he wanted to get better, and he was in people's houses. And I'd be like, yo, so te veo ahorita. And he'd be like, what are you talking? Yeah, ahora mismo. We're like, yeah, ahorita? Como ahorita when? Like, ahorita ahora. Ahorita.
Like, confused.
Me and him we would be talking about different times. And I'd be like, no, como en mi país, como ahorita, como later, bro. Luego. And he'd be like, oh, okay, porque ahorita in Ecuador and Peru, you know, it was different. He's Ecuador and Honduras. Or no, I'm sorry. Eric, I'm sorry. He's Salvadorian from El Salvador.
And so I lived with El Salvadorians also.
Right.
And so that was all exactly.
I am so sorry, Eric. Man, the reason why I say that is because I know he's probably like, I am not from Ecuador, bro. He's like, yeah, hey, Vince, you from Mississippi?
What?
People in Mississippi be like, hell no, he's not from Mississippi.
Right.
Hey, don't you be poor?
I've never even been to Mississippi. I don't know anything about what's going on out there.
You know? Daisy said one word means like 20 million things. I'm trying to tell you. And then she said, ahorita, ahora, ahorita, a rato, hace rato, a rato. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, those things. So, you know, I feel like those are times. But we kind of got off track a little bit.
Yeah. Because we're talking about our why tonight.
Right. And so, why do you want to learn Spanish?
Well, because I'm Hispanic, and so I feel like I should know it.
That's lovely.
My last name is Rodriguez. My last name is going to be
Serrano, right.
Eventually. And so, you know, I feel like the more that I know, I can teach my boys. And I feel like
who are also Hispanic.
And I feel like the words that they actually do know, I'm the one that has taught that to them.
Right.
They know it, you know, they memorize it. You know, like I can say a word and they'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Do you think it's going to make you better?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's
for sure, because I love my culture and I feel like that's super important. I wish that would have been something that my mom would have like really stuck with, because I remember even when I was in kindergarten, I was interested in learning, and I would ask my mom, because my mom speaks Spanish, she speaks fluent Spanish. And I would ask her constantly. I remember going back to her a whole bunch of times. Mom, how do I say this? Mom, how do I say that? I was in kindergarten. I was super interested in learning, you know. So that's my bad for being 33 now and still not being fluent in it.
Babe, it's never too late.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you that you actually want to go get that done. Because I feel like if you actually take that step, then it's a goal that you crossed off.
For sure.
And that's like, I just asked you why. And the fact that you were even able to scratch that thing off, baby, I support you. Can I do something, though?
What?
I want to tell y'all something. Yeah. Thank you to the Peñas, okay? Alex, I gotta get you one of these. This keeps water cold
Yeah, he's
for
been talking about it. He's like, oh, I gotta thank the penis today because they were.
Yo, this thing keeps water cold in hell. Okay, I promise you. Okay, I was in a garage. There's no AC in there, and I was sorting out stuff, and I only had this. Now I've had water bottles in there, and when I take the water bottles out, they're boiling. I can make coffee with them. This shit right here, yo, Pena, you look out. I'm gonna get you one, bro. I promise. Let me know what you want, or we just go for Amazon. But Pena, you gotta get one of these, man. And he gave me the Star Wars one too. Listen, this keeps things cold. Our whys, I feel like that's our goals. You know, you even said it. You want to get better to teach your kids.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, do you think that they're gonna take? You love your culture, so they're gonna. You think they're gonna take pride in what they do?
I don't think that they take it serious right now. Right?
Like we didn't.
Well, like I said, I was way more interested in it than they are right now. You know what I mean? At their age.
Yeah.
But I think that they would, because their little sister is gonna likely speak Spanish fluently, and so what's gonna happen when their parents are speaking it?
Oh, they're gonna learn.
And I tried telling him, their dad, like, because him and his fiance now they speak a lot of Spanish in the house. I'm like, speak only Spanish to them. Since you guys are able to, then speak only Spanish to them. And that's what the mission was when we first had them. The kids' grandparents were like, oh, we're only going to speak Spanish to them. I'm like, that's great, do it, because I want them to know it. But they ended up speaking English. Like they
said it, but they didn't hold it.
Yeah, they ended up. The kids thought that they were speaking. The boys thought that they knew Spanish because of the accent that the grandparents would use. No food. They think that they speak in Spanish because they're like because they're speaking English to them with their accent. So the boys would think that they know Spanish because
when we asked them,
there was a lot of times when they were very little that they would say words, and I'm like, what are you saying? And I'd realize that it's just that super strong accent speaking it in English. And so I would tell the grandparents, like, guys, just speak Spanish to them, because you know what I mean? Like, now the kids are learning. They don't even know English. Like, they don't even know English. Like, the boys don't even know English.
They
don't know how to say things properly in English.
I was like,
it's a confusing kind of time.
I was like, what is this word? And they were like, el water. And they said it like with a like Spanish accent. They said something. I can't remember. It was off the top. And I was like, babe, what did they just said? Where'd you learn that from? I'm like, because I'm trying to like correct it. I'm like, where'd you learn it? But I remember one time, my brother, when I was in Dominican Republic, and this time I went to go play basketball. And when I went out there, he was always on the computer making beats. And like, I wanted to be on a computer. I wanted to make beats. I wanted to listen to music. Like, I'm in DR. The music that they're playing, they're not playing much Eminem. They're playing Daddy Yankee. They're playing like these Spanish songs. And at that time, I needed to learn the culture. I was American. So I told my brother, I was like, look, I'm trying to learn Spanish. I'm telling him to pass the headphones. He's like, I'm like, pásamelo, and the correct word is audífono. But I didn't know the word. So I was like, pásame los headphones. And my brother's like, the what? I was like, the headphones. Pass me the headphones. And he was like, bro, there's no word in Spanish that says headphones, bro. And he was like, at that age where his friends, I was trying to be their friends. And he's like, bro, I can't shoot hat.
He said what?
Bro, I can't take you outside and you be saying shit like that in front of my friends, okay? We need to teach you Spanish, okay? Because I would go everywhere. I was on a mission. I'm not gonna lie, I was not staying in the house. So, and the first time we went, my dad lived in a very, very nice neighborhood. Beautiful. But I did not come from a nice neighborhood. So do you know where I went?
So neighborhoods you're used to.
Right. First, I went to a basketball court because I know if you find a basketball court, people I like to hang around are at the basketball court. And then from the basketball court, I branched off. So I met everybody. I knew more people than my family. Because I was at the basketball court every day. Because guess what? In DR, a three-pointer still vale tres. So I used basketball to communicate. And then there were some cats there that were from New York. So they were like, yo, this cat, he's here every day. And I made friends with him. Pedro, Pablo, and Steve. I wish my sisters would see this because my sisters had a crush on Steve. Yes, Steve. Yes, Steve. Right? It's a long time ago, guys. They're married. They're, some of us, but it was so funny. And Steve was my best friend, And he was like, yo, bro, same shit. Bro, can't be out here. Sound like a gringo. I was like, yo, he said that shit one time. Baby. He's like, bro, I can't have you. You need to roll your R's and stuff. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? I do. He's like, no, bro. Like, you sound like a gringo. Like, you need to say, mira, with a little swag, little step. I was like, oh, shit. And I used to remember what the Spanish lady in high school sounded like. And I didn't want to sound like that. And then I sounded like that. I promise. I'm sorry, y'all. Babe, you got to speak. You got to speak. You gotta tell us, I'm sorry. So, we don't have any other new comments.
Yeah, there is. Right there, Alba.
What did Alba say? Oh, he said, I've heard that Spanish is a much easier language to learn than English. What's your opinion on this as semi-bilingual persons? What's your opinion, babe?
I mean, I feel like I can understand a lot. So yeah, I feel like it could be true, but at the same time, I feel like I know a lot of people that have came here from other countries and will learn English in a shorter amount of time.
Why?
I don't know, because I think that it's a lot more easier to find help on that. I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of people that I know that have came here from other countries have taken classes on learning English, and their English is almost perfect now. You know what I mean? You wouldn't even be able to tell if they spoke Spanish as a first language.
So you want to know why I think they did?
Because they wanted to?
No, because they had to.
Yeah.
Because they're in a different country, and the faster they learn the language, the faster they can communicate with somebody. Because that's how I learned Spanish. Because if that wouldn't have happened to me, I wouldn't have went and learned Spanish. If people would have continued to speak to me in English, I wouldn't have learned Spanish. So I think definitely, is there a difference between Spanish styles of different Spanish-speaking countries, or the fundamentals the same?
Yeah, we were
there's a difference. And then he's heard that Spanish is a much easier language to learn than English. I think learning a second language, is hard no matter what you do, but you want to do it.
Yeah, if you want.
There's people
to get it done, then you're gonna get it done.
There's people who know 3 languages, 4. I think we saw. What was that?
Okay, so we were watching Down to Earth on Netflix with Zac Efron, right?
Right.
Love Zac Efron.
He's actually the man in this show.
He is the man. And so he's going to other countries, learning about fossil fuels, learning about water, a bunch of different stuff, right? Freaking awesome show, I think. And so he went to Costa Rica, I think that was. And
Peru.
He was in Peru, and he was talking to little kids, and their English was like perfect. But then one of them knew German, English, and Spanish. Like,
How old was
It's
she?
amazing. She's probably like 12, 13. I don't know. But I love that. Like, I would love for my kids to learn a whole bunch of other languages.
She learned German, French, English, and Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
I can barely get English and Spanish straight. So the fact, I felt like I was slacking when she said that. I felt like I was slacking.
Well, you know what? Aside from that, I felt like I was slacking in life because I was telling you, it made me kind of sad because I'm watching the show Down to Earth, and I'm like, these people live out in the jungle, or like, they are really one with the earth, and you know what I mean, like, and they don't have technology and cell phones distracting them, bringing them into a life of pointless. It's all pointless stuff. Yes, I love my Instagram and I love playing with pictures and stuff, but there's not that much meaning to that, you know, like, it's just fulfilling in the moment. But like, I don't know, it made me feel like we are not really living. Like, I feel like they are living more out there. Like, their life is more like meaningful.
Oh man, did we lose something? So I want to be, and I respect your opinion, baby. I totally do. But I am going to say something, right? I love technology. Technology has allowed us to work from home.
Yeah, but it does.
Hold on. I give you your chance, right? I let you have your spot, right? And I didn't interrupt, but I want you to know something. I did recognize that they have sustainable living, especially in Costa Rica. The schools, the way the kids learn in schools,
more hands-on,
more realistic, more lifelong skills, right? Like, they are teaching themselves practical stuff, which to me is meaningful. Like, the kids make their own toys.
And they trust the kids, 4-year-old, 3-year-olds with real knives.
See, I don't know how I felt about that. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's certain stuff that I was cool with. And they said that they hadn't had
any issues with it. So these
right, which I respect that, but I know, like, my grandmother damn near cut her hand off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
heck, I've known a lot of people.
Right, like
grown adults, right, cutting themselves with knives. So I don't understand that.
Right, and I'm not gonna judge them, because I'm sure there are some great things, but there were some things that I was like, okay, I like that. No, I'm not willing to live without that. This is cool, like the house. The guy's house was all made of natural resources.
Crazy stuff. Bamboo, paper.
That was a bomb-ass house. And their plumbing was
questionable,
but sufficient.
Super cool, though, right?
Right. I'm not going to go into all that.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, though, but also weird.
So that's what I'm saying. So there were certain things that I definitely liked. I definitely respect. But there's certain things that I'm like, I love my life. I'm living. Believe me, I didn't like how I was living before. I love how we're living now. Like, it may not be to other, again, I lived in a bathroom with a bed in it. So my thoughts are very different. Would you prefer a year of meaning or an eternity in drift? What is an eternity of drift? So I don't, I'm not sure if I would like anything that said eternity in any place, because then I might be like, that's a long time.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that.
You know? I would love a year of meaning. Daisy said, technology can be good if you use it the right way. Like, not just be in social media and stuff that's not going to educate you. True.
Exactly.
I love our podcasts. They had to go take a plane to go to their, like, hey, y'all, you want to know me? Guess what? Come see me on. You want to get to know me? Guess what? Some people don't. I don't give people access to me like that. Like I'm very. I talked about it today. What's your personality? Like another reason why you are who you are. What you being outgoing is that
What?
What makes you happy? Like just being outgoing and
like outgoing meaning
a lot of friends.
Yeah.
You're in like your coworkers. You have
I like social interaction.
Social gatherings.
Social gatherings. I love games. I love
game night.
Game night.
Listen, man.
Which actually, I think that we need to do a game night on here one night.
Yo, I think that would be legit.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it lately, so I'm gonna see what we can put together for you guys.
Listen, man. She be making the best game nights.
I feel like we haven't done one in so long, so
well,
it's definitely due for that.
We played Monopoly.
Yeah.
We also played Operation.
And we played Dominoes.
We played
often.
Sorry.
But I love trivia games, and I love doing stuff like that. So maybe we'll do something like that.
Right, and I think I love those nights. But because I have been able to be by myself for so long, I can be very private. And
I love if we are in a room, like I love to be able to connect with each person in that room. You know what I mean? Like, and build a little bond with everybody. Because ultimately I love for people to want to be around me.
You.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Sometimes though, I tend to, because I'm not the traditional thinker, the traditional person that someone may be thinking, I sometimes prefer my me time. I prefer my I don't like a lot of people in my business, and I feel like sometimes people judge me.
Well, you're going to have people judging left and right.
Right.
And no matter what you do.
But to me, I would rather them not know what I'm doing.
Right. And so you rather avoid it and I just accept it.
Right. Exactly. So we have different personalities.
Like, whatever.
Like you can go out.
Like things don't bother me like that. Like everything is cool.
And you could go out. She's great. You could go out and be with, and then you'll have a great time. I could go out and I could hear something that somebody says and not feel comfortable around that.
And I could probably hear the same thing, and I'll be like, whatever, and I'm still having a good time because that's what I'm doing. I'm not gonna let no one else come in and deter my situation. Right,
and to me, I'm a different person where I'm like, I can't fuck with that. That's just how I am.
That's how you are.
So I don't allow a lot of people into our life, right? So when people do have access to me, right, I value my time because I also value different things. We talked about that, right? Some people think that I only value money. That's a huge thing. That's what some people think. They think that because they see me posting it, that, and I understand how you can come to, we talked about it, right? Mm-hmm. You even said it like, to other people, that's not as important.
Right.
And I respect that. And to me, I look at those as accomplishments and motivation to some people. Right? Because when I was, and I talked about this today, when I was in prison, I was in a very negative place. Just let me give you an idea, right? And I remember this moment. This was a very pivotal moment, right? I'm in prison. My son's mom violates, so she goes in, and then my son is in with my grandmother, and then he leaves. He goes to New York with her grandmother. And then I'm in prison. So, and I'm going to war in prison with the cops. I'm not with you stepping on my neck. I gotta watch this dude who don't like me. This dude's coming around. It's a very negative place. But I got a letter from one of my friends, Sam. And all that stuff was happening. And I was in, and when I opened the letter, he wrote me this thing and he was like, hey, bro, I hope you're all right. I want you to know, bro, that I ain't forget about you, bro. And you motivated me a lot, bro. So the mission is still the same, bro. When you get out, we going right back into this music shit. We going right back. And I'm going to show you, bro. I got a good ass job. And last year, I made $96,000. When you get out, you good. Being in such a negative place when I read that letter, and I'm sorry for going off, but this means a lot to me, you know? Being in such a negative place and seeing that letter, I felt like I made $96,000. I was like, my dog out here doing it. He ain't forget about me either. He ain't some peon, some skill. He ain't forget about me. And I'm in jail. You know what I'm saying? It meant a lot to me. And for a lot of people that don't condone, I made a mistake in my life. You know? But that wasn't the end of me. Mm-hmm. And I felt like that, like I was so happy for him that I knew, bro, if he could do it, I could do it. He gonna put me on. Yo, I was cheesing in the prison. That's when the guards be like, what the fuck are you so happy about? I'm like, man, I just got a letter from my dog, man. He making more than you and her combined. Maybe the third, maybe Sarge. I don't know, Sarge. You made 90 grand last year, Sarge? How much do y'all make? They hate that. They was living on a trailer in the cube, y'all. They was like, you know. That's how I got through some shit. Hey, I'm sorry, man. You know, today I've been a little hyped. So Daisy said, they say there's some countries or other parts of the world that are a lot better in education than the United States. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like in Cuba, they have probably the best medical program.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. It's kind of a known thing that in Cuba, that's where if you do your residency in Cuba, you are the doctor. Swear on everything. Abba says, drift wandering. Baby, you all right?
Yeah.
You sure? Yeah. They're asking. They say, is Jen all right? She seems a bit down. Abba, I'm not going to lie. Jen, are you going to tell him or am I going to tell him?
Tell him what? Tell him what?
Today, guys, when I went to CVS.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not it.
You're making it sound like something completely else.
It was a very big pivotal moment today for me.
It's not even. What the heck? I'm totally good. He just I'm just letting him talk because he's been going on rants today. So I just let him talk. I'll just be sitting here listening to him talk.
Are you okay? Are you down?
No, I'm not down.
Are you all right? You sure? You don't have to say it for the camera.
I'm totally good.
Listen, y'all, I went shopping today. I went out for the first time. I'm a little hyped. It was like the first.
Yeah, he was super hyped all day today. And so really, I'm not. He's up here today and I'm here. I'm chill, mellow today. And sometimes it's opposite, right? Sometimes I got way too much energy in me and he's not really trying to hear it. So how do we balance out and be on the same level, right? It's hard. But today, I don't know. I've just been in a more serious mood today. Daisy. She said, Vince took over the podcast. Jen, don't be sad. No, right? I'm not sad, right? Because last week, Monday, I basically took over, right?
Yo, would you like to see her gifts?
So I'm just chilling.
I love you,
I'm
babe.
chilling. I'm letting him get out. Oh,
I went outside today.
I'm letting him get it all off his chest because he's been, all day long, and I'm just like, that's how I've been all day. He's been just talking, and I've just been staring at him all day long. I feel like
the sun does that to me. I swear.
That's good because a lot of times the sun gets people crabby.
No,
I feel like I'm crabby today.
I feel like, and I know why, but I feel. We talk about it.
Ridiculous.
No, that was a moment, but I'm not gonna lie. Snow during the winter. I had seasonal depression. And here it's been raining like nonstop. It was raining it's been raining for like how long?
Like a month.
That's what it feels like.
It feels like it's been a month straight.
But
I like it. I don't mind it because I'm home. And so I like to watch it through the windows when I'm doing my work. I sit by the window, so I'll just be watching it rain. And it's nice. But it makes me want to go to sleep also.
That shit be fucking with me. That shit be fucking with me. Yo, when it snow. Oh, Jen's over you, bitch. She wants to talk to us. JK, let me stop stirring the pot.
She's just going to stir the pot and run.
I am not mad. Yo, I'm not mad. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm enjoying doing the podcast today. I was enjoying doing the podcast when you showed the gifts, So I think that, and I love today. Like, I'm hyped. I'm sorry.
It's good. That's not something to apologize about.
Thank you, baby.
It's not something to apologize about because I wish I was on your level right now.
And look, I'm drinking water. Sustainable water, by the way, guys. She's been putting me on.
I just don't understand why in France they give free water to everybody. They give free water. You can go and bring a freaking jug to any little fountain all throughout the freaking country.
And it's good.
And it's good water.
Really
it's
good,
not
right?
Tainted or, like, it's good water for you, right? But out here, like out there, you can buy empty water bottles in the vending machines. Here we have water bottles that are full, and they're laughing at us like we're jokes. They're laughing at us because we're going to vending machines paying for water that's actually really bad for us. It's got bacteria in it. I don't even freaking know. All the things that are not even robbing. They're like robbing your nutrients.
They're killing you.
They're killing you, and we're paying money for that. So it's like it doesn't make any sense. I wonder why are they taking care of their people, and why are they not taking care of us here? And we just think that this is the natural way. This is our water, Dasani, whatever, Aquafina. Like these are all good for us, but it's actually freaking crappy for us. They said this only got like 20% of good things that are actually good for us in there. Something
It's
like that, right?
Yo, literally, it's the worst. Listen, she put me on the water game. Cool cup, right? Hey, I'm telling you. Listen, I think the Peña's got this, but Mel's, if you guys got it.
I'm sure Shelly Vet picked it up.
Yeah, I think Shelly Vet did. But I am going to tell you, this is the coolest cup. And it's got alkaline water in there, which I hope.
Yes, we love alkaline water. Hopefully it's good for you. But it is better, I imagine, than all these other water bottles that we lug up the freaking stairs every day, every time we get them to kill us.
Literally, that's what they said.
We're doing work to kill ourselves. Like, it's nutty, buddy. Yeah, Dasani and Aquafina. Dasani used to be my favorite, my go-to. I only drank Dasani water before, and then I don't really drink it anymore. I don't drink it anymore.
So Melissa says Dasani and Aquafina are some of the worst.
Right.
And you, those used to be some of your favorites.
Dasani, not Aquafina.
It's crazy. Mel said it's population control.
Like you can legit go to a little water fountain in a park, in a public park, and fill up your bottle, and it's good water. Out here, we wouldn't even do that, right? Because the water's gross.
It's when you,
The water
you know,
tastes
I'm going
gross.
to tell you, baby, I didn't even think nothing of it until I watched the show. And it's called Down to Earth with Zac Efron.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it. I was like, yo, it's better than a soda. But really, is it?
Exactly. Is it really?
Because if it's in a little plastic bottle, those plastic bottles can be sitting there for a long time, and the bacteria can be at the bottom. And then if you actually test the water, it's actually got cyanide and stuff there in it. Like it's killing you.
Yeah.
And we lugged this shit 3 flights.
Yeah.
To go kill ourselves, and we paid for it.
Let's just take it home and kill ourselves tonight.
You went on the rant too, baby. Thank you for coming back. Like the elbow. She gave me that was weird.
In case you guys don't know, to give a perfect high five, you look at the other person's elbow.
I've never heard of that.
I never did either. I just learned a couple months ago, and I'm thankful because now I can give a perfect high five.
She can. I still be like, I thought it was just natural.
My eyes might wander to his elbows, but that's
they
fine.
Be looking. That's what I'd be laughing at, because I'm like, yo, this doesn't come natural. She's like, no, you gotta look at the elbow. I'm like, is that a true thing? And then I asked somebody.
I would always miss.
I asked somebody, and it was. Tap water is said to be better than bottled primarily because it is generally disinfected. Albert be giving us the facts. Albert, you are the king of useless information, bro, but I fucks with you. You're like my guy. Melissa said that's for another night. And Mel's smart coffee. We have been drinking it religiously. Mel's, we need some more smart coffee. I will say that. I think it's working.
There's another shipment on the way.
Oh, there we go. Don't you worry about Mel, go reach out to Melissa Rodriguez. Guys, babe, would you say that you have been losing weight?
I did lose about 6 pounds, yeah. 6 pounds that I gained while being since COVID hit, because I have never been the weight that I got to. I have never been like that without being pregnant. And so that was really depressing for me.
So what did you do?
Even though I'm so little, I'm still small, like a decent weight, I feel beautiful. But I didn't it scares me because I know as you start getting older, it's harder to control your weight situation, and I don't want that to ever be a situation for me. So,
right. So what did you do?
I drink smart water all the time, smart coffee. But I honestly, I haven't been eating that much lately. I really haven't been, and just because babe, hold on now. I've been kind of a little bit more careful what I'm eating.
You've been more conscious of what you're eating, but we do have breakfast every morning.
We have breakfast every morning. We don't really ever skip breakfast.
Yeah, we for sure have, and it's a pretty decent sized breakfast.
Yeah, and then so we'll probably have a lunch dinner, a dinner, and then that'll be it. So probably 2 meals a day, honestly. And I'm fine with that because I feel fulfilled.
I'm eating 3 a day. I ate 2 steaks yesterday. But I will say, babe, on that smart coffee, I did lose 10 pounds. I was at 260 and I was at 250. Yeah, I started at 260. And now I say that I got down to 245.
You did?
Yeah, I got down to 245. I told you I got down to 245. I was taking it a little bit. It was going a little too fast. For sure. We got COVID, got sick.
True. So you had to miss a couple days eating.
I was not trying to eat. I lost my appetite. So, Melissa says she wants to see that.
That Zac Efron show.
Oh, yep. Melissa said the Zac Efron show. Melissa said she wants to see that. Melissa also said Alex tested water when he worked for a water company, and we saw some pretty nasty results.
Yeah, I remember that.
Anna, not in Florida.
ABBA.
Oh, ABBA.
Yeah.
Not in Florida. It's the worst. The tap water is the worst. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Daisy said, Melissa, give me the 411. Tell them some more. And then she said, Jen, you are gorgeous, which is the consensus.
Thank you, Daisy. You beautiful boo.
Melissa said, Daisy, I got you, girl, because that smart coffee works.
Yeah, we're totally with it. I totally feel, I don't know how you feel about it, But I feel like when I
I'm
drink it, I feel less bloated and more confident.
See me?
And my other sister in Long Island also feels that same way. So
I feel like if we drink it with our breakfast,
yeah.
then my appetite is held off for longer.
Well, it's a
suppressant.
Yeah.
And I feel good. Abba said muscle is denser than fat. Weight is not the thing one should watch. Appearances. Absolutely, Abba. And I'm not going to lie. I feel good with how I look. I feel good. This shirt ain't fit me in 2 years.
Oh, yeah?
David, someone give me the coffee. I'm trying to tell you, girl, go holler at Melissa. She got that smart coffee on lock. And I'm telling you that, we use it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sure.
We are putting you on the game. Go holler at Melissa. Send her a DM. Send her a message. Look, smart coffee. Go holler at Melissa Rodriguez.
At least just try it out because
Facebook.
You might actually enjoy it.
Yo, listen, I am loving the results.
Yeah.
And
I do feel like you've been slimming down for sure.
And people have been telling me that.
But all that matters is my opinion.
Right. You live with me, so you may not see it.
Absolutely.
You know, so when other people see it, it makes me feel like,
yeah,
look my chest. Like, hey. Right?
Yes. For sure. Totally.
When we get to, you know what I'm saying?
I need you to go running with me.
So we were running the mile. I feel like I'm better, and now I feel like I can give it a fair shot, which is great.
Since he likely doesn't have COVID anymore.
Thank goodness. Mel said, laughing my ass off, Jen. Y'all said, Vince is rolling with a 6-pack. I got a keg still, but I am seeing that. I'm seeing that, you know? Melissa said it. I told you the other day, you look slimmer. Vince, Melissa, you also look slimmer.
Absolutely.
I am extremely proud of you, Melissa.
Yep, and we're looking forward to seeing more results from you.
Yep. I'm telling you, guys, really, and I'm not gonna say this, Mel's, and this is the thing, right, babe? Melissa, we started seeing, you know, she started talking about it, and then she talked about how it was making a difference in her life. And we were very skeptical.
Naturally.
We're the last to buy anything. We are.
No, I've been on a kick lately doing subscriptions.
Well, I'm the last to buy anything.
You'd like to be sold.
I do like to be sold, but I want to see results.
Yeah, right. And she was telling us about it for a while. So yeah, it took us a while.
It took us a while, and we started seeing.
Yeah.
And we saw a difference. I saw a difference in Melissa when we went over her house and played dominoes. And then you said it. You're like, Melissa, you look good. And I was like, I second that, Melissa. Definitely. You're doing well. And then we started to, what did I say? I said, when's our order coming in? Because we had ordered it, but it got the UPS.
Yeah.
It's been going crazy a little bit.
It took a little bit longer just because it was like lost at the post office. So I had to message them, and they were able to get it situated, and they finally got it to us.
Yeah.
We're about to be done with our container though. So good thing is it should be arriving any day now. Well,
the good thing about that was it came eventually, and when we tried it straight black.
Yeah.
And straight black was okay.
It was good. I thought it was good.
It was good, but when we tasted it with this creamer, we put regular creamer in it, guys. Because they told us, they were like, look, you like drinking black? Okay, yeah, but if you put creamer in it, it tastes like real coffee.
At first, I was like, I could drink a black and be good. But then I was like, we got that container in, and I was like, it needs some creamer.
It needs creamer.
Yeah, so we drink it the same way we drink our regular coffee. We only use creamer anyway.
And now it tastes great. And we drink it. I had 2 cups today.
He did. Now there's probably not any more.
We need that other third. Melissa, so Daisy said, Melissa, is it only coffee, though, or tea? Babe, and you can put Mel's stuff on here, just so she knows. Both, okay? Please, message her in Facebook Messenger, Melissa Rodriguez. We definitely stand behind this coffee, okay? And I don't do that a lot. I'm not going to give you no bad information, guys.
Yeah.
You are too, right?
For sure.
Guys, And the question that she had though, real quick, is Melissa, is it coffee though or tea? While I was sick, you gave me the tea.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. Actually, it was better than. Listen, I don't like tea. Period. I don't like tea. Period. It was pretty good. It tasted, and I was sick, so I need to feel like I was tasting some.
I still have some getting used to.
Me, I was.
But I'm naturally picky person, so.
This is a good one. Has Jen ever tried weightlifting? Not that she needs to lose weight, but if she is, the results may come a bit faster.
It sure does come a lot faster. Yes, we were doing that.
Listen.
I had a personal trainer, and life was great. However,
she still is.
However,
she's got muscle memory. I'm just saying.
We haven't been going to the gym, lately. And so I don't have any exercise equipment here. And I do plan on purchasing some because we're not going to the gym anymore because we feel like last time we went to the gym, we caught COVID. So we're going to stay away from the gym and I'm going to have to freaking cancel my membership. But we were starting to do CrossFit and I also had my personal trainer. So with all that, I felt like I was slimming. I was happy with myself. But then COVID hit and life took a turn. So
hold on one second.
Where you going, homeboy?
Oh. A little, you know what I'm saying? Not on. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, hey, it's smart coffee with this water game. And this COVID game kind of slimmed down a little.
Always drink water, right?
Always drink water. So, guys, babe, I appreciate you.
What?
I'm having fun. I am. I love you.
Love you too.
Guys, I know this is our podcast and we're going to wrap it up in a minute, but I definitely want to tell you something. And I think that I don't say this enough, period. And I want to make sure that I say this to you. Babe, my life has been way better since you've stepped in it. And maybe, not maybe, but I for sure know that my life has gone from being good to great with you. And sometimes, I don't think I tell you that enough. So I want you to know that.
I appreciate that. And, I feel the same exact way. Because I've done things that I never thought I could even do before. I didn't trust myself to do anyways. But you always push me and motivate me and let me, give me that confidence booster that it sucks to feel like you can't do that on your own, but I do feel like you empower me for sure.
Thank you, baby. And that's really what I want. It's
super important to have someone in your life like that.
For sure. Thank you, my love. Melissa says she had 2 cups too.
I'm about to get me another cup now.
I'm trying to tell, babe. Look, man,
Listen, let me tell you though, I have been very happy lately stepping on the scale. I've been okay because I've been getting closer and closer to my goal weight, the goal weight that I've always been. So it's making me a little happier.
Melissa, man, we are going to promote you, baby. Because especially if we look good, we're going to put everybody on. Okay?
We want everybody else to look good too.
I got you, girl. Good shot. Good job. I'm so grateful. Thank you for putting that in our life. Abba said calisthenics may also be an alternative to weightlifting, for sure. And I think once we get because we got sick, but we were working out at a friend's house before that.
Yeah.
I was happy with what we were doing.
Absolutely. I felt like it was good. It was minimal, I feel like, but it was also intense for a short time and it was perfect. It was perfect workout, but we just got sick and we haven't been able to do it. So
Daisy said, may God bless your family and relationship always, as well as strong and unified. Guys, I want to tell you, and I know that it may seem like, hey, look, at certain times there may be more people on, there may be more people off. This is not it's not a scripted TV show. This is not we're giving you guys all of us. So we appreciate all the love and the support because it's great. It's all the people who tune in, all the people who watch this. We truly appreciate you guys. All the people who work with us, DMP Networks for the opportunity.
And everything is super organic. So sometimes some things might not come out the way that, I don't know, it might not sound right or might be offensive, but unfortunately,
We are us.
We are us.
You know, and we
and
know
in a regular conversation that you'd have on a daily, like the same thing may happen. So
yeah, we make mistakes.
We can't rewind and delete. It just happens.
It just I mean, we're literally just giving you guys us. So we appreciate you guys all the time, babe. You look amazing.
Thank you. Make sure you guys use hand sanitizer. Carry it with you and wear your mask. Because COVID is a real thing.
It is.
And it will knock you on your butt and make you stay in bed. And you shouldn't be because you got to stay active. So.
I love you, baby. This is the Relatable Podcast. I am Vince Serrano, and we're with the lovely
Jenna.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Guys.
Have a great night, guys. Appreciate you guys so much. It's been awesome. Guys, bye.
Bye.